Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm the Housewife Historian. You can call me Lindsay, and we are going to get started talking about the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills after last night's final episode. And we have to talk about it. We've come this far. Not going to bore you guys with an entire recap, of course. Just going to talk about some headlining things that I thought to be interesting. Before we get started, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, turn those notifications on. They're so important. Okay, first of all, Lisa Rinna's look. This something I saw on Twitter today, which was really interesting. The last two outfits that Lisa Rinna wore, the outfit, the leopard print tiny dress with the black straps, and then the bright electric blue outfit with the gloves that she wore last night. Both of those can be found on the Kardashian closet archive, if you will. Khloe Kardashian repping almost an identical dress cut, same length, everything. Same exact look as Lisa Rinna that Lisa Rinna must have taken from Khloe. Obviously, Khloe wore it first. And then the blue outfit from last night's episode, it looked so familiar to me, but I couldn't place it because it did not seem like Lisa's, it didn't seem tailored to her. If it was tailored, maybe it was. Maybe she's just very slender. She doesn't have a lot of curves. We've seen her naked a million times. We know what she looks like. Maybe there's just not a lot there to work with. But it just did not seem tailored to her body. So it kind of all ran together. It just didn't fit her right, in my opinion. I want to know what you guys think, though. I just think it's funny that we also saw Kim wear that identical outfit in her Instagram a couple of months ago. So, well, how long ago? I think when she might have, right before she broke up with Kanye, because she has the glove look and she was wearing that for that look, making sure like she was wearing gloves, one piece gloves all the way up to like her, past her elbows for a long time, and people were speculating about it. So I think that was one of those looks. But again, Lisa Rinna just didn't do her very. I think Lisa can look very beautiful, but that was not the look. Okay. A couple of things that are going on in the Kathy Hilton circuit. Okay, let's update everyone. Kathy Hilton did come out and post an interesting reel on TikTok. And it's so funny because people are starting to come out and speak up for Kathy Hilton, like her old friends and such. And this time, it's going to be one of the Jacksons. That's right, guys. She posts a TikTok. The title says, "Love My Sisters." Okay. The music is Michael Jackson, "The Way You Love Me." And it's Latoya Jackson and Brenda Ritchie. Guys, this is a big deal. Okay. Because these women have been in the industry and around these people around Kathy Hilton for years and years and years. And number one, we never see Latoya Jackson. Ever does she really grace us with her presence. And we don't see a lot of Brenda Ritchie, right? We just really don't. And so it's really great to see a fun TikTok of the three ladies. They're dancing. And then she puts it in there that they're missing their brother Michael. And she just says she loves her sisters and we are family. And I do believe that. I mean, it's been alleged, guys, that it's not that Kathy Hilton maybe is racist. It's just maybe she only hangs out with people if you make a certain amount of money. Maybe it's not really the race thing. It could be just like the whole peasant thing. If you guys remember, her son Conrad was allegedly on the plane drunk calling all those people peasants. So sometimes I wonder if it's not necessarily a race thing with him, but more of like a tax bracket. Does that make sense? This is great for fans, though. I mean, it's really pretty smart, including Latoya Jackson and Brenda Ritchie, and showing them like, hey, we hang out, we have drinks, we have fun, like, and we're family. And they're basically co-signing for her. I mean, that's what's going on, guys. I'm just telling you guys, they're co-signing for her. And I think it's working. And it does say something, doesn't it? I mean, yeah, last night we saw the morally corrupt Faye Resnick sticking up for Kathy Hilton, which we're not surprised. But, it really, it made me put a question mark in my head. If you watch last night's episode, of course, then this is like a warning. We're going to be talking about it. So if you didn't see it yet, then this is a spoiler alert. the last scene of the night, we see them kind of sitting in a circle around the furniture, and it's all of the ladies. Lisa and Erica are standing, and then Faye Resnick is seated more on the outside of the circle, but still somewhat included in the conversation to me, it looked like. And it made me wonder, like, has Faye ever been asked to even be a friend of the show? She's friends with Kyle. She's friends with Kathy. We've been seeing her for years and years. She filmed with Kyle numerous times. She was present for one of the famous dinner party from hell scenes. Faye was there. So I just wonder why Faye Resnick has never been on the Housewives of Beverly Hills. I'm going to see right now what Google said. Never asked to be on. She's married to an attorney. 2013. It says Faye Resnick was never going to be a regular cast. In 2022 in August. Oh, how suspicious. The reality tea put Faye Resnick explains why she never joined the Real Housewives. I'm sure she did. She explained it in 2018. So she has a really good reason why. But she must have done an interview. I didn't see it on E! Online in August of 2022. And she told E! when asked if fans could expect to see her on the show, she said no. They definitely would not be seeing her on the show. That's a little sus to me. It's a little suspicious to me. Let's see. She's an interior designer. We know that. She was friends. I was going to do a deep dive on her, but I got sidetracked. She says she's a different kind of girl. I surround myself with people that I really love. I'm not good at acting like I like somebody. I just can't do that, Faye Resnick says. A handful of her cameos have shown Resnick winding up in hot water with the other women, and she's not about the drama. Quote, I'm too straightforward. I wish I had that gene, but I don't. It's never me. She says about the ability to befriend people she isn't fond of. Quote, I just certainly want to run away, to tell you the truth. End quote. While she supports her friend's journey on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Resnick puts her own work as an interior designer first and foremost, and she likes it that way. I like what I do. I like my business. Furniture doesn't talk back. It doesn't stab you behind your back. It doesn't do any of those things. That said, she believes the general tone of the show has evolved in a good way. Quote, although this season it's much better cast, not a better cast, just a different kind of more gentle cast, she says. And this was in 2018. Resnick's been around to watch so many different events unfold and made an appearance in season 1 infamous dinner party from hell episode in 2010. See, guys, although she'd passed on the opportunity to be in the cast, she appreciates that the environment isn't as hostile as it used to be. This is a different time. You wouldn't be as nervous for somebody now, she said. Before, there were women who really wanted to take you down. Her advice to new women who make appearances on the show, I would say, don't speak, she says jokingly. It's no wonder why Resnick wouldn't jump at the opportunity to be a full-time member, especially she'd had so much conflict on the show in the past. In season 6, for example, Resnick and guest star Catherine Edwards had an ugly confrontation. Their history dated back to O.J. Simpson trial, how they both were involved and why they were connected through it. The video and photos from Instagram are taken down. I have a bee harassing me. At a dinner party, Edwards confronted Resnick, who was friends with Nicole Simpson Brown, which we knew that because she wrote the book in 1994, The Private Diary of a Life Interrupted. This is where we get the morally corrupt Faye Resnick part, guys, because she wrote it like a month after Nicole died, and Nicole's family and mother were like, please, please, please don't put this book out. Like, we haven't even started our grief process. Like, they didn't know for sure, about OJ and everything. They were just starting to find things out. And I'm sure that Faye Resnick, being one of Nicole's good friends and that they partied and went out together and such, Faye knew a lot, probably a lot of stuff that even the family didn't know, and they probably didn't want to read about it in a book, and they were traumatized, and they were probably thinking about her kids, right? Oh, yep, here we go. And it says that she got grief from Camille Grammer, who referred to her as the morally corrupt Faye Resnick. Of course, Miss Richards defended her friend's choice to pose in Playboy, which is why she believed Grammer called it her corrupt, and even called it hypocritical, since Camille Grammer performed in soft porn. I didn't know that about Camille. But Camille insisted it was because she believed Resnick exploited her friend's murder for the benefits. So she didn't really give us a reason why. She kind of acts like she's like too good to be on the show. Regardless, she never joined. She never joined Friend of. I don't think it's because she wasn't I think it's because she was never really asked, or I don't think they were really interested in Faye like that, because she has an attorney husband, but I don't think her life is glamorous. I think she probably rides on the coattails of people like Kathy Hilton. You know, Kathy wasn't dancing in a video with Faye Resnick. She was dancing in a video with the likes of old Hollywood. Okay, old Hollywood. And I don't think Faye Resnick's old Hollywood. I just don't get that vibe from her. The Jacksons, they've been in showbiz since they were children, right? Kathy's been in the show business since she was children. Kim, same thing. And we also have gotten a spoiler alert from several of the ladies as it pertains to the reunion and what they are going to be wearing. Now, Dorita's getting a lot of heat for somewhat of an electric blue sort of dress. It looks a lot like the same color that Lisa Rinna wore to the last episode, but it is not. It's cut very, very different, just very much the same color. People are not giving it very many thumbs up. Really the only one that's getting thumbs up is Kyle, which is very rare because we know her sense of style is not amazing, but she seems to be the only one really giving it to us this reunion, or at least looks halfway, decent, if you will. I don't like Sutton's look. I hate to say that. Sorry, this dang truck going by or whatever it is. I hate to say that about Sutton because, of course, I love Sutton. And I appreciated that she asked Lisa and Erica last night if they leaked anything to the press. And Erica's response, so somber, she said, "I wouldn't know how to do that." Now, that is the biggest damn lie that Erica has probably told, because if you guys remember, on her Amex credit cards, the $20 million that they have alleged that her and Tom spent, it was all sent on an American Express card. So it was easy to track the purchases, right? There were thousands. And when I say thousands, I mean like a lump sum of like $10,000 to the New York Post, to the LA Times, to all these different news and media outlets that Tom and Erica were paying off. So the fact that she says, "No, I wouldn't know how to do that," is a blatant lie. And everyone sitting there has to know that. They have to know that. I'm just saying. There's no way they don't. Sutton is going to be wearing a all pink dress. The only thing about Sutton is I just think she needs a new hairstylist. She needs a new hairstylist. The little bun, the little circle bun, it was so flat. It didn't have no hairspray in it. It hadn't been teased. It didn't look like it had even had any heat on it. Like the ponytail itself, it was like kind of fuller over here. It was it was not. I did not like it at all. And now she's coming to the reunion and I kind of like her dress, but her hair is missing the mark again. It's in this I Dream of Jeannie sort of pony, but like not hitting the mark again. It's like, I don't know who her hair is, but she needs help from it, because it's just not, it's not complimenting her. And Sutton is a very beautiful woman. If you guys go back and look at some of her photos when she was very young, she was a knockout. She was very beautiful, and she still sometimes looks like that. Like, she doesn't look like her younger self. It's weird. It's a little weird how much she doesn't look like her younger self, and not in the way of plastic surgery, but just doesn't really look like the same person. You can see it, but you can't. I don't know. Want to know what you guys think. Of course, dying to know what you guys think about the entire episode. Lisa and Erica playing off of each other. That was very, very obvious. I didn't really care for Dorito's hair either in this episode. I didn't like the spikes in it. I thought Kyle looked amazing. She looked very, very beautiful. And again, just not really giving us much last night, not really giving us much that we didn't already know, because there was no drama between Kyle and Erica and Lisa. I mean, a little bit, but really Lisa and Erica just left. They left, I feel like they must have left early. It just wasn't a typical last episode type of party that Kyle normally that they put on. It didn't seem like they were letting loose, throwing a couple back and having a good time. It was like they were there to work, and when it was time to go, it was just time to go. Like, it just did not seem like our normal Beverly Hills sort of episode. And Erica didn't look very good. I don't know what she was wearing. I don't know if she got that at Target or TJ Maxx, but it was not working for her. Her chest was like, hey, it just did not look good. Her hair didn't look good. I didn't think she looked good. And I think that's partly why she wanted to get out of there, because Erica's one of those people, if she looks good, she feels good. And if she doesn't feel like she's looking good, she's not feeling good. That's just my opinion. Garcelle looked amazing, I thought. And I think at the reunion, her hair and makeup, she's going to be killing it. I love half of her hair pulled up on the sides. It looks amazing. I just think her dress is pretty. It's black. I just think the boots are what's throwing the outfit off and kind of giving it not like it's making it too hard. You know how sometimes women wear like the boots that like hit their knee or right below the knee or at the knee or above, and it's too much? That's sort of what I feel like is happening here. I don't know. Boots just don't look really great on camera sometimes. That's just my opinion. But yeah, I don't know. I want to know what you guys think, but I'm very disappointed in the episode, really, to give you an overall sort of review. I don't think that it was a great episode. I didn't really see the conflict. It seemed a lot like Kyle was kind of just behind the scenes talking about it. They bring it up at Garcelle's birthday party. Definitely thought it was strange that Diana wasn't at the birthday party. Lisa wasn't at the birthday party. It just seemed like they didn't really want to support Garcelle in her event, which I thought was kind of... Oh, I'm so sorry. Lisa was there. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. Erica wasn't there. It was Erica and Diana that weren't there. Diana won't be at the reunion. She was in the finale. She just didn't really engage a lot, I didn't think. They didn't show much of her husband, Asher, either. And we didn't see much of PK and Mauricio, except we did see their initial greeting each other, and they were like talking shit to each other. About their looks and where they got their suits, and I don't know what I feel is going on between them two, but it seems like they're kind of having like a sort of power struggle or something going on. I don't know. Something, though. Definitely something seems a little off with them. So anyway, guys, I want to know what y'all think about last night's episode. We talked about Kathy singing and dancing with the Jacksons and calling them her sisters. I don't think that was necessarily a dig at her real sisters, Kim and Kyle. I just think that her friends were co-signing and showing her some support and some love. I think Kyle will 1000% be offended by it and, of course, take it personal. That's just my opinion. I don't think Kyle really came out strong for Kathy. And I think Kathy is seeing that a little bit more episode by episode by episode. And every episode, she's probably hoping for the confessional where Kyle's going to say, my sister's an amazing human being. She would never say something like that. She looks at everyone the same. She loves to help people. She's generous. She's kind. Like, anything nice. And we just really didn't get that. We really got more of a martyr role from Kyle, as in the way that she said in the after show that basically that everything negative Kyle said was directed towards her. So Lisa Rinna didn't have a right to be upset, and nobody really had to be a right to be upset except for Kyle, because everything that Kathy was saying was negative about Kyle, right? That's what Kyle said in the after show. And then she started to say, of course, that there were rumors flying around. And, we talked about this, guys. Kathy going online and making a comment on Rick's Instagram saying, get me out of here at like 2 o'clock in the morning. the allegations of everything being play by play by play, I don't know. Zach with No Filter was, they showed a clip of him and Empire last night on the show, and people on Twitter were going very, very hard at Zach. Basically, like, why was, he doesn't have that many followers on Twitter. Why would they use him? And then he in reply tweeted and said that he was getting play-by-play information. However, it was not coming from anyone on the cast or anyone on the cast publicist. And Erica then in return retweeted that saying, "See, I told you." But he was getting a lot of a lot of heat on Twitter. Another thing, did you guys pick up on the fact that Kyle says it was investigated about what happened? Kathy had people look into it, and they came out saying that this information came from Erica's publicist, and how there were attorneys and legal action taken and sent to many different news outlets and news sources and Bravo and different sorts of people on the cast, probably people on production, cameramen. A lot went into this, guys. A lot went into this. I don't know who else would be able, if they did do something like this, to hide it in 2022 where everything is on camera. I mean, maybe by the grace of God, for Kathy's sake, if it did happen, it happened in a location where there's no phones or cameras to prove it for her sake. So she's able to, do her best to not, maybe it did, maybe it didn't. So, all right, guys, well, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, turn those notifications on, and we will talk soon. Have a great day.